Good morning. I mentioned earlier that I was going to be trying to rescue my vanilla orchid, which the mice have been eating. This is the root mass, this right here, and it's got sphagnum moss still on it. I haven't actually washed it off. I've just been pulling the bits and pieces out that I can get to, because there's still a lot of roots in there that are just coated with the sphagnum moss, and I'm having a difficult time figuring out which are roots and which are actually moss. Now, these two pieces, that one and this one, were separate in the moss. Now, this one appears to have growth tips on it. It's got 3 little bumps that I believe are growth tips. So I'm going to plant that one separately and see if it will root. This one, however, although I can tell that it is a piece of a root, it does not have growth tips on it. It does not have anything on it that would indicate that it is viable, that it could be used to start anew. There may be a growth tip right there. I'm not sure. There's that little tip right there. So I need to do some research and find out if vanilla orchids can be rescued this way. If you look at this piece right here, the dark bark, or the dark stem or root covering, has been stripped off. That mice has been chewing on that. And if you look at this piece right here, that string, that is a piece of a root connecting this with this. So there is actually a root there, and then the rest of the root is down further. I seriously doubt that that those will grow back together, but I may be able to use them to start new. I don't think so, though. This is a thicker root. It's going down toward the thinner end. So if there were any growth tips, it would be probably up closer to the surface. I'm not seeing anything of that kind. And then we go down here where the mice have been eating the roots. I get this off because that's just sphagnum moss. Okay. All right. So there's the root. I was trying to track it back to find out where the stem, and I think this right here might be the stem that the mice chewed off. So I've got the root mass here, and I'm going to assume, because I can't find anything else that looks like it might be a stem base, but it's not green, which suggests to me that this has been off, away from the new, or from the leaves, long enough that the roots have starved. So, but I'm going to, if I can find it again, I'm going to assume that this piece right here, let's get the sphagnum moss off. I'm going to assume that this piece right here is the original stem. This is a piece of sphagnum moss. Okay, so I think this right here is the original stem. You can see the root, main root, coming down here. Main root, eaten by mice. Again, still got a lot of sphagnum moss on here, which I don't necessarily have to pull it all off, but there's another piece of root that's been separated where the mice have chewed it off. And I'm going to see, let me look. I don't see There's possible growth bud right there, but I don't know if those are root buds or aerial buds. Not aerial buds, that's not the right word. I don't know. I'm assuming that those are the start of new roots rather than the start of leaves, a stem that could grow above the ground. Okay, so there's another piece of root, and so I've got 3 there. And here is what I believe to be the original stem and root mass for the vanilla. Now, I'm not sure whether those other pieces that got pulled off, that got eaten off by the mice, I am not sure whether they will root or not. So I do have several others that I'm going to try to work with. I started out with 2 vanilla orchids. Let me move some more of this off to the side. I want that stem to be buried to the top of the moss. I want it to be able to see the light. I don't know if that's going to matter or not, but I'm hoping that if it can see the light, it will... I need to mark it so that I don't lose track, because that would be very, very easy to lose track of. So I'm going to put sticks right on either side of it, just like that. Okay. I'm going to leave that on the surface of the soil and just surround it with the moss. I do need to put more moss in. Did I bring it out? I don't think I brought it out. I do need to put more moss in. Oh, there it is. I knew I had 3. Because, like, did I put another one in there, back in there with the other? Okay, so I've got 3 pieces of root that are separate. I do need to put more moss in here, but I don't necessarily want to until this starts to sprout. So it is going to stay right there, and I'm going to keep it wet, and we will see if the roots, see right there, it's a growth tip. Right there is a growth tip, but I'm pretty sure that that one's a root. There was another piece here. Let's see if I can find it. Yeah. This one may be a vegetative root or a vegetative start. And this one right here, I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure that this one is vegetative just because of the coloring. So I'm going to plant those separate and see if I can get some more started. I don't need 6 vanilla orchids, but I can't I can't let them die. I must save them. I must save them. Considering how much the mice enjoy these things. Yeah. Anyway, so I've got the original pot right there. I need to create a lid for it so that the mice can't get in. If they nibble off, if they eat off the tops again, the base, there'll still be some green down there for the plant, and they'll still be able to grow more leaves. So I will talk with you later.